Hello, YouTube Nation. This is Tony Sheree, and I went to something about a week ago, I should say, and I got busy with some stuff, and I had some concerts coming up, and I had work, and this and that, and everything else that goes along with that. Kind of getting in the way of me actually making this video at the time I went and did this thing. Last week they had in the movie theaters. The Warning live in Mexico City at, I'm not even going to try to even pronounce the name of it because it's in Mexican, but it was a live concert done in Mexico City, done by The Warning. And it was only going to be in theaters, and I thought it was only going to be for one day. So I went to the Thursday night screening, and I had a screening. I thought maybe it was just going to be there for this night, but it was actually going to be there for the whole entire week and a half. The last showing was actually just yesterday. But I wanted to share some of my thoughts of my reactions to it because I just thought it was really good. I went to the Thursday screening and I went to the Sunday screening with my brother. I had to go twice, and of course I got to show off my commemorative ticket. This is what they gave you. It's really cool. You see the holographic stuff on there. Looks really kind of cool. It's got The Warning, the girls right here. Got their names on there right there. You can see it right there. You can see that done by Groovy, Chaos. That's kind of The Warning's deal. Gives you a little bit of a barcode that you can scan there. But anyway, getting to the concert. Of course, when you go see anything at the movie theater, you got to go through the whole entire 15, 20 minutes worth of previews and advertisements and stuff like that, which is all right. It's to be expected. So anyway, the concert starts, and it's just basically television, and they have the audio portion of what they call the blob playing, and they have like the beginning credits, of who The Warning are, and what's live from it, and of course they got the individual ladies get their name up there. So that goes on, and all of a sudden that breaks away, and breaks away to the actual screens that they actually have in front of the stage showing the blob thing going, and they launch right into 6 Feet Deep, very good song. And I'm like, okay, the staging was phenomenal. The way they shot it was phenomenal. The sound was phenomenal. You could pick up on everything that was going on. And the camera angles were just perfect where the action was. And they kind of zoomed out and, showed some. So, they just did song after song after song, which were all great. 6 Feet Deep leads into God, what the name of that song? Sick. Then it kind of goes off, some other songs, and some of the song highlights for me that I want to talk about. The first one I want to talk about is the song "Survive," and this song kind of shows how they matured as a band, because Survive actually appears on their first studio album that they did, not the EP, but the first studio album called 21st Century Blood. And it's kind of a hokey little piano thing, and all of a sudden you hear the drummer actually start out with the lead vocals, and it kind of breaks in. It's a very good song. If you just listen to that version, it's a good song. But they matured so much that they got rid of the keyboard stuff, and it's a little bit more direct, and it's actually matured. Their voices have matured. So you get to see how the band actually matured over the years just from that one song off 21st Century Blood. And of course, they go into all the freaking cool stuff. You have Dust to Dust going into Dull Knives. The way they transition is just phenomenal. You're just like, it's almost a perfect marriage between two distinct, different songs, kind of like what Queen did with the song "We Will Rock You" and "We Are the Champions." That's what kind of reminds me of. Uh, the girls themselves are perfect. I mean, they came out all dressed in these really kind of red type uniforms. Uh, they look fabulous in them. Uh, their musicianship was spot on. It was just a great watch. You didn't feel like you were actually there for 2 hours. You almost felt like it was this boom, 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 done. You're just like, really? Uh, yeah, that's 20 some songs. It's, the set list is fantastic. Like I said, Survive for me was one of the off, Air to me was just fantastic the way they played it with all the Matrix type theming going on. I thought that was wow, that was incredible. And of course, the 1101s were just perfect. You can actually hear them just perfect. Money, of course, more. Uh, the whole entire thing was just fantastic. I hope whenever they put this out on home video that they actually do a 4K version. I would be okay with the 1080 Blu-ray version, but I want to see them do an actual 4K version, so they upscale it so we can actually see things a lot more vivid than the 1080 versions are. If you ever seen anything on YouTube, that the colors on the 480 stuff are just a lot better, than they are on the 1080. But that's just me nitpicking. But I can't recommend that seeing that well enough. One of the things that are actually cool about it is they actually released a studio, well, not a studio version, but a CD version of it to actually go along with the movie. Uh, I bought it, and of course, it comes with the autograph CD. And let me just go ahead and just put this on pause, and I'm just going to get it and actually show what it looks like. So anyway, I'm back, and this is what the CD looks like. You can see it. It's kind of a weird. They got like 3 different versions. They got the Danny version, which I have. They actually have a Ali version. They have another version with Paulina on there. And what's really cool about it, if you buy the individual versions like this on their website, you get this. And this is what really excites me about this whole entire thing. This sounds great, by the way. It's actually a good listen. But what really gets me about it is this. See that? It's a hand autograph by the actual band themselves. So I'm just like, that excites me. I got Danny's autograph, and I'm like a big fan of them. So I actually have their autographs now in my collection. Well, that's just beyond cool. So yeah, I can't recommend seeing this in concert and buying the actual CD. I have the vinyl version of it coming. It's going to be shipped to me not December, but September 15th. That's when they're going to ship it. So yeah, go ahead and check it out. You'll love it. I love it. I think it's fantastic. It'll get your blood going. It's fun. One thing a lot of metal bands forgot to do over the years is actually put a little bit of fun in their freaking concerts. They kind of get a little bit of desultory, in some places. You're just like, yeah, but there's got to be some fun in it. And this is fun all the way through. So if you want to have just a good, fun metal experience with really good musicianship, this is the band for you. Check them out. So that's my thoughts on the warning and my kind of impromptu review on the movie that came out this past week. So check it out. Might like it. Saying it could happen. Bye bye.